Can we just play a clip that immediately follows that picture?
Yes, please.
And timestamp 09/05/2022, 12:28.
It's in the next page, oh?
Yes, it goes over to 677.
Okay.
Well, when can me and you meet? I would like to do a lunch, please, when you're available. I need to have a chat with you. I'll really appreciate it. Or a brunch or a breakfast. Just please let me know.
No, I think apologies for that's a wrong clip. It's the wrong clip. There is a clip we're looking for where Mike said whatever it was those documents were intended to achieve, whether it's training or he says presentation, did not take place at the time that he sent you that.
No, the time of lunch.
No, not the lunch. That's a wrong clip. Forget the lunch. You can have your lunch with Mr. Van Wyk. The clip I'm looking for, which we will locate, comes after this was shared. That picture of the documents or the pack was shared, and Mike Van Wyk says that event did not take place. You call it a training, Mike calls it a presentation, and as you said earlier, to the MMC.
Yes, no, it's two different. We can't train the MMCs. You are confusing the two. Presentation is to MMC. Training is for the volunteers. I'm talking about training for volunteers. Presentation is different. I think you are correct when you say by the time we were engaging or we were talking to each other, the presentation to the MMC has not happened.
Yes.
Yes.
And by the time you issued the cards, the presentation to the MMC had not happened.
But remember, I've engaged the MMC.
Say that again, please.
I've engaged the MMC. We had the political support of the MMC. Ours to finalize the date of the launch, the numbers, and make sure how do we extend all those things.
Who's this MMC?
Oh, we had many MMCs that have changed that time.
But portfolio at least?
Or community safety.
Community safety. Community safety.
I think it was coming from Action SA.
This is 2022.
We had MMC from, I won't remember very well because there were changes like this, but we had 3 MMCs, if not 4, because of the changes.
I'm interested because you say that that MMC granted approval for the establishment of the
But I think it's the MMC from...
Mr. Mkhwanazi, it won't work if we both speak. The chair pointed that out to you.
No, let me finish first.
I ask a question, you don't let me finish, and then you start answering a question that is not asked. Won't make much progress, surely you'll accept?
Humble apologies.
Thank you. I was saying, I'm interested in the identity of the MMC specifically because you suggest that the MMC gave approval for the establishment of the peace officers or the Peace Corps. That's why it's important for us to understand who this MMC is. You say there were 3 over a relatively short period, and to try and assist you, I say we are now in March 2022. Would that help you to recollect which MMC you are referencing?
I think it may be MMC from Action SA.
Can I try a name and see if it helps? Moseki?
Moseki, yes. He's light in complexion.
Okay.
I think it may be him, you see. Or if not, the MMC of DA.
Let me confess, it's Google that says that was the MMC.
Oh, got yeah. Between MMC of DA and Action SA, yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, go ahead.
Yes, but my clarity is that my understanding, these are modules, you see. That's my understanding, you see. The present...
Sorry, I was now on the issue of approval. Strictly approval. Okay. Now, would you have a sense of when that was approved?
No, madam. No, we engaged. The approval was supposed to be finalized by all of us and agree with the date of launch, you see. We were waiting for that to happen. But on our side operationally and the side of training, that was done.
So I accept that you engaged for whatever that may mean.
Yes.
I'm more interested in whether it was approved. The project was approved.
No, it was not supported. It was supported, Madam Ne, but the date of us approval, I won't remember that. But I know that time to time, because we work with the MMC every day, I will brief the MMC. I will brief everyone. Even my deputy chief of police, the one that I was reporting to, he was briefed on daily basis.
Is there any proof of that approval? And if, understand me, if there is, where would you suggest we look for it?
Ma'am, I will suggest that you go to, it will become a challenge, but go to committee safety, ne? Check with the PA or the secretaries if they even change, because you know they change. But can you go and check? But I know when the political office changes, like the strategic officers, they change with the political, they go with the political head. If it's DA, your people, if it's ANC, your people, but can you go, I think you'll find something.
But you would have received that approval, being the initiator of the project, the formal approval.
No,
Because
I've said to you, we have engaged, madam.
okay. You would have received the approval if granted because you were the initiator of the project and you appreciated absent approval, you cannot move on the project. So in order for you to be issuing cards, in order for you to be issuing training material, you would have formal approval for the project, whether by the MMC, the chief of police, or whoever, but there would be written approval unless you operate differently in the AMPD?
I will request you that to check with the Office of Deputy Chief of Police, Mzolo, and again you check with the Office of the MMC.
Before I go check, I need you to confirm to the Commission, did you have approval?
I've said to you, we've engaged, we've agreed.
So you didn't have the approval?
Yes. Approval in terms of formal letter that
Yes,
we continue.
you may go ahead.
No, there was no formal letter that we say, because we're supposed to give the programs the date and everything, then the program is being signed out. It was not yet signed out that we may implement. That's why it was not implemented.
Okay, and by this time you have issued the cards, as we
Yes,
understand.
on our side we read, we issued cards and
Okay.
everything.
Do you think that is appropriate that you start issuing police officer cards before the project is even approved?
Let's correct
Because
it.
now they are armed with these cards which carry a level of authority when presented to members of the public.
Let's correct it. It's on record. It's not police officers' card.
It's,
It's peace officers or volunteers.
apologies, peace officer, peace corps cards.
Yes.
So you have issued,
Yes.
and members of the public holding them, presenting them, having received them from you via Mr. Van Wyk, in circumstances where the entire establishment of that unit, if I may call it, is not approved. Is that appropriate?
It was not via Mr. Van Wyk. I said Mr. Van Wyk is one of them. You see, other people were trained. Other security companies were trained. Let's not limit it to this one individual. I know here you've got communication between me and him, but I've said it that I agree that I communicated with Mike with this program, but he's not the only one who was trained in this. Many people were trained in this thing.
Can I just check the Gwabe? What was your reporting relationship? What was his position?
We are at the same level.
You're at the same level?
Yes, even now we're at the same level.
And what was his involvement with this cut matter?
He was in training. He's responsible for training. Anyone of training reports to him.
Okay.
He's in charge of training.
Okay. So where, and I'm looking here at page 600. Remember that card? I'll read for you what it
Yes,
says.
yes,
Remember
yes,
that
yes.
card? And then you say to Mike, "Good morning, kindly prepare. Gwabe will be coming to finalize the issue."
Which
of the-
page?
600, where we had that card.
Yes.
I just want to understand Gwabe's involvement
yes, yes,
with this.
We engage with Gwabe. Gwabe deals with, by that time, he was dealing with training, all the issues that has to do with training. He's in charge. Again, he was anything that has to do with documents, everything of training. He's the one that's responsible for that.
And
You
the
see.
cards that you are telling Van Wyk about, that Gwabe would come and finalize the issue of the appointment cards, are these the same cards that you are discussing with Advocate Sidlo?
Oh, no, with Gwabe we spoke, I remember that we spoke. He was supposed to also engage the office of the provincial commissioner because we need to finalize and inform them formally and about the launching and everything. He's always responsible for that. For example, like the traffic wardens that we're having, you see, it's the same process too. He runs that and up until the last stage of it.
No, my question is slightly different. It is, if you look at page 600, you have that card that came from Mr. Van Wyk, right?
Yes.
And then you write him a message. You write Mr. Van Wyk, you say, kindly prepare, Gwabe will be coming to finalize the issue of the appointment cards today.
Yes.
I've already given him a clue. So what I'm asking is, this message from you to Mike,
Yes.
did it relate to the same cards that you are discussing with the evidence leader right now?
Yes, Commissioner.
Okay.
Yes, Commissioner.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner. Then I conclude, and I'd like to make this proposition to you, that you established this quote-unquote unit called PISCO in association with inter alia Mr. Van Wyk, in terms of which you appointed certain people, including Mr. Matala, as peace officers in circumstances where you knew authorization and approval was required, but you had not obtained that approval. Do you have a comment?
Yes, I've got a comment.
Please do.
You see, I know now we are individualizing it to Matlala. This operation didn't look at only Matlala, or this project didn't look at only Matlala. You see, we looked at different security companies. I've said that many times. You see, I know the name and everything. That is why it was detected by our team that there's this individual. You see, by the time they didn't know they didn't know him, that the black person and the white person, that they, out of all the people that were having. But that's your conclusion.
Do you accept that the only evidence that we have is in relation to the people associated with Mr. Van Wyk's entity and or Mr. Matala, and that you have not produced any evidence that this project involved more people than Mr. Van Wyk? I'm talking about evidence. Will you accept that you haven't tendered any evidence?
On the second day, on the first day, when I presented, I said, Commissioners, I'm suspended. I can't get hold of documents and everything. The evidence leader said, don't worry, we'll assist you. You see, I know that there's a team that does investigation and everything. I thought by that time, this time we have said, we've got this and this and this and this and this. Because one of the things, again, that I felt that it is important, that's why I mentioned, is the issue of training too. That there was training. If there was thorough investigation, you are also going to get names and everything there. Because it's the division that is not in me, I can't interfere. It is somebody who deals with that, and it's still there. They are not suspended. They are operational. This is not the only thing where you promise that we'll investigate that, we'll investigate that. I thought by this time we'll be presenting, then say, here's the document, yeah, you are correct, yeah, you are not correct. Because what pains me, Chairperson, is that with other people who are testifying, you are able to tell them that you are cleared, you are correct. But with me, why? Even if there are documents that are produced, Chairperson, my statement is thick, this, with many documents. That's why I was complaining that the other document I've attached there, that talks to this project, that talks to this. But I see that I'm concluding today, it's fine. But those documents are part of the evidence. If you can sit and check some of the things and go to college, go to what with these people that I'm mentioning, I'll be cleared in this thing. Because this is not Mukwanazi's thing. It happened that I led it, I'm in operation, and I even said that there was a meeting of management of EMPD, you see, which was not even chaired by me. I was tasked to run with this thing. I've said it on the first day. It is part of the statement that I've attached. It's part of the supplementary statement. It is part of, I don't know how to call it, the other statement where I argued and requested the commission, please look at that statement because I feel your statement is not covering everything. It is part of that, Chair. I've been mentioned on that.
Commissioner, I don't know, maybe I did not understand.
I'm crying, Chairperson, I'm protesting.
Maybe I did not understand you correctly. You seem to suggest differential treatment insofar as you are concerned.
Yes,
As
Chair.
opposed to
Yes,
how
Chair.
other witnesses were treated. Can you please explain that?
Chairperson, when I came in here, it's section 10, they said 10.3, or where you ask questions. You ask about 11 things, you see. And I've produced documents, I've submitted documents. I even submitted documents with why people are fighting me in the department. Because I'm investigating, I mentioned companies, I mentioned some of the project. It was said, no, don't worry, we'll see that, you see. I've responded with documentation, with everything that I know. Those that I don't know. But 99.9, there's evidence that documents talk to that. You see, for example, there was an issue of me stealing cables in van. It was pure lies. I even submitted an evidence that the operation of cables, it was in the eastern part of Mpumalanga, and those cables were recovered. They were stolen in Cape Town Park. There's evidence, there are photos, there are number of units that were part of it, and they worth this money. All that thing of it was lies. It was, the person who presented there, he spoke. Can I use the one word that I will never use in my word? He used it, the commission didn't correct him. Revo spoke nonsense. When he was presenting as a witness, he used to say, I'm a criminal, I was talking nonsense. There, and even I picked when they came in, they said he lied in that thing. There was nothing like that in Triangle. But because he wanted to paint me as this criminal, and it was believed, and it was taken. And I produced document that counteracted that evidence that I had by that time. I may not have everything now, but that evidence having a case number where SAP data on those cables were booked, the vehicle, the arrested driver, and the teams that participated, and the statement from SAPS thanking all the teams, EMPT and other security companies, that yes, that cable was recovered, and this thing. And it's quiet about that. You see, there's not even an apology that, okay, here you're not cleared, but here you are cleared, you see. To me, it's wrong. And the public, they perceive me. I told you that I'm living in house arrest now, Chairperson, because the evidence that I submitted, you see, but I've said it's fine. The commission is having it. When they do their conclusion, maybe one day in their recommendation, they will peruse these documents and see that. But part of the evidence, this person has submitted these things. With the proof, I even provided contact numbers within the department that with this project, you can ask this person, this is how much of money that was paid. This project was not supposed to be concluded with such amount, and this project is not concluded, Chairperson. I know this project is not concluded, but people were paid 80 million. Some families, some people in the management, they came with their family to rectify the structure or the building that the municipality has paid in. I've provided all those evidences, you see. And to tell you, Commissioner, leading evidence can tell you, I think you are in page 20. You are looking at Mkhwanazi, any other evidence, but it's fine. You see, I've submitted, I made sure that to get all the documents in everything that saving. I know that the witnesses, for example, Commissioner, I raised the issue of Kilebohile Tipa, that she lied in public that I wanted to kidnap. Even the car registration, she said she got it at Inatis, it belonged to me. I've said we can go to Inatis system now. She cried, wanted sympathy from public, but she lied in public about me kidnapping her. There's no even a single day. I even told the commissioner that I was not even aware that I'm investigated for this thing. There's no single day where she came to me or she talked public about me. The only thing, I even said it. I know Commissioner Kumar was asking something. I even said, even now when you go to my area, every Thursday or Wednesday, there's an article about Mkhwanazi. It was there before she was suspended. It was quiet. She's back again. There's an article about Julius Mkhwanazi every day. It's every Wednesday. It's Julius Mkhwanazi. It's a character assassination. And it has happened, and it is happening, and the commission's allowing it. My request, Chairperson, is that...
We can't control what the media is publishing, except in those instances where there may be a basis for us to to have our spokesperson correct inaccuracies, for example.
Yes.
Yeah, but ordinarily we would do that insofar as it concerns the commission.
Yeah. Chairperson, I'm not a crybaby. My child, I'm having case numbers, was nearly kidnapped. Every time when people are talking here, I was called by the detective, by the principal, by the mother of the child. She was picked up, identified at the school. When they were called, the principal confirmed, yes, we saw in the camera. She called her by her name inside the school. After school, she went there and identified. The child went to the office. There's a case that has been opened. False criminal cases, it's not discussed there. 2 cases were opened against me by the people who were at my house taking photos. I went out, I jumped, I got that person driving a security company vehicle. He does not have an appointment card. You see, I don't cry, but I said, no, what? Let me participate in the commission. Let me behave.
Commissioner, I hope I will not sound lacking in empathy.
Yes.
I understand everything you have said, but this debate stems from my question as to the question of differential treatment that you have suggested. I think what you have said now has strayed far away from that simple question. May I ask this, and please give me a direct answer. If you say there's differential treatment, you are treated differently as against which other witnesses? I heard you mention Commissioner Rivers' piece. Is that one of the people that you feel were treated more favorably and you more harshly? Is he one of the people you are referring to? Or not? Is he one of the? Is he one of the?
Yes, the chief of
and
police.
You've also,
The
chief of police, and also, are those
Yes.
the people?
All the witnesses that
are
are
those the
testifying-
people you are referring to?
All the
Are those the 3 people you are referring to?
Yes, let me say so.
Only those, or
if I remember others, I will just make an affidavit and send it to you, Chair. Because I'm aggrieved, I must do that. I feel that I must do that. And the way I'm being questioned like, hey, this is a criminal, but other people which have submitted evidence that is having a proof, they are sweet out of the commission. They are sweet out of the commission, Chair. That's what, I'm not saying I do that, but that's why I see things.
I just wanted to get an idea of the substance of the complaint. I think I do have at least as close enough a picture as possible. Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Chair.